What is going on, guys? This is Crozen, and welcome back to Dark Souls Remastered, and this time my Pure Faith build. So Pure Faith pretty much means that you go up to 50 Faith, and if you want any sort of Vitality or Endurance, then that means you're probably not going to level your Strength or Dexterity much, which is pretty much what I did here. So 44 Vitality, 23 Attunement for 6 Attunement slots, 35 Endurance because that's really all you need. We're only using the Claymore and the Baldur's Side Sword with this one. Also 16 Strength in order to use the Claymore one-handed, 14 Dexterity for the Baldur's Side Sword, and that nice 50 Faith that you have on this Pure Faith build. But for Pure Faith builds, you really want to have one type of divine or occult weapon, and then you want to have another weapon that you can buff up with something like the Sunlight Blade. So that's pretty much what I did here. Claymore actually works out really well divine. It scales really well with Faith, and it gets up to 550 attack power. Now keep in mind that is split damage, but this thing can still pretty much hold its own by itself. But if you really want to get down and dirty, just take a look at this Baldur's Side Sword. It only has 246 attack power at the base, 14 dexterity, but when you go and buff this thing up with Sunlight Blade, that 246 goes to 653. Now that can pretty much four-shot people in PvP. It's not as good as my pure sorcery build where I got like 774 on the Baldur's Side Sword with the crystal magic weapon. But again, I had 40 dexterity on that build. This is just with the base dexterity at 14 in order to wield this thing. Also, the Dark Moon Talisman. This is pretty much the best talisman at 50 Faith. It will give you the most damage on your offensive miracles and also give you the most damage out of the Baldur's Side Sword with the Sunlight Blade buff. The Heater Shield. The Heater Shield is probably my favorite shield in this game. It's got 100% physical damage reduction. It only has 2 weight. You can parry with this thing. 68 stability. And you only have to get it to plus 14. You don't even have to upgrade this thing with the Titanite slab because you won't get any more added stability after plus 14. And then for the armor, the fashion, I guess, it does kind of look like I'm a Faith character though, doesn't it? But what I did, I went for the Crown of the Dark Sun, the Dingy Robe, Elite Knight Gauntlets, and the Hollow Soldier Waistcloth. The reason for this set is so that way you have 13 poise. So if you wanted to use the Wolf Ring, that would actually get you up to the 53 poise breakthrough, which is one of the main breakthroughs in this game for poise. But if you want to go all out with your miracles, then you want to go with the Ring of the Sun's Firstborn, which is what I did here. But you do have that option since this is 13 poise on all of this armor set here. Crown of the Dark Sun. This will give you an extra 10% damage to all of your offensive miracles. If you want to go full-on glass cannon, go for Crown of Dusk. That will give you an extra 20%, but you will actually suffer an extra 30% in magic damage taken. So that's the only trade-off. That's why I tend to use Crown of the Dark Sun instead, unless I really want it to be a glass cannon. But if you want to maximize your damage, then go for Crown of Dusk. And then Ring of Favor and Protection, and Ring of Sun's Firstborn, as we mentioned. So for some of the miracles I like to use, we're going to be using the Sunlight Blade to buff up the Baldur's Side Sword, but Replenishment is another good one. Wrath of the Gods, this is probably the best offensive miracle in the game. Even Emit Force, this is something you don't see too many people use, but if you free aim this thing and you hit people, it will send them flying, and it's a lot of fun to use. But you have to free aim this. You can't really lock onto people and expect to hit them with it. But it's really nice to have on a Pure Faith build. But if you are a New Game Plus, you can even substitute the Emit Force for another Wrath of the Gods miracle. That way you have 2 Wrath of the Gods slots if you really wanted to just use that. Great Lightning Spear. This will pretty much be your main PvE miracle that you want to use. It really doesn't suit you much in PvP. In order to really hit this in PvP, you can really only snipe people with it. I mean, you can't really use it in close quarters because if you do, you're going to get backstabbed. I mean, that's how bad the animation and the casting speed is on this thing. So that's one of the reasons why I didn't use Sunlight Spear on this build, because it does require 2 slots and you're probably never going to hit it in PvP anyways, and also it has less uses than, say, Great Lightning Spear. And then for the last one, I went with Great Magic Barrier. This is good for a lot of different bosses that have a lot of different magic damage, and then also for any type of person you come across in PvP who's like a sorcerer, or anyone that has something that does a lot of magic damage. You can pretty much counter them very easily with Great Magic Barrier and pretty much tank all of their hits. Just keep in mind, you can't use Replenishment and Great Magic Barrier at the same time, so you can only use one or the other to start your fight with. But that is really it, guys. Stick around for some PvP and you will see just how well a Pure Faith build does in this game. So the servers were actually down all day yesterday, so this is actually the next day after I did that first part, so I couldn't even do any PvP yesterday. But yeah, as you see there, you want to start out with probably the Balder Side Sword. This thing is a lot better than the Claymore when it's buffed, and this guy's already looking for a backstab. Really? We just started this fight, and you're already looking for a backstab. Oh, there we go. Alright. Alright, wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, no, I missed. I missed. That's okay. That's okay. I know what you're trying to do. I know what you're trying to do, and you will not backstab me, sir. But yeah, that's pretty much how you want to start out. Get this thing buffed up at the beginning of the fights. It's going to do a lot of damage, and it can pretty much hold its own, especially if you run out of any Wrath of the Gods or any sort of miracles like that. Oh shit, we got another katana user. Will you let me buff? Okay. Oh, he's coming in on me though. He's like, fuck that, you're not buffing anymore. Okay. Okay then. Oh no, you're not gonna do that trick. Oh, I wish you would have did it again though. You would have ran right into that. Alright. So far so good. Oh, that should have hit him. He ran in and I still... What the fuck? How did I get backstabbed there? I'm like rolling away and he still backstabbed me. Alright, that should get him. One more. Oh, there we go. There we go. Get out of here with your backstabs. So you can also use the Claymore if you want, but again, it is split damage, so it's really not going to give you as much as, say, the Balder Side Sword when that thing is upgraded with the Sunlight Blade. We got a Sorcerer here, and I just fucking got caught up on that bonfire. Jesus, that is not fun. Alright, can I get this? Oh, he's backing up. Okay. I'm waiting for him to cast some type of magic. Alright, there we go. Wrath of the Gods. Yes! Yes, that's what I was saying about the combo. This thing can actually combo out pretty well. I should probably just hit him again. Oh shit, I missed though. I missed. Alright. Oh! Alright, let's get Emit Force. Oh, this might hurt. Oh, never mind. Never mind. I thought he was actually going to do the Crystal Soul Spear for a second. Oh, no. Oh, wow. I just missed that. Holy shit, he just missed me. Oh, he's out. He is out. And he is dead. So, yeah, you can see even Replenishment does a lot of healing with this build. So, that's why I like to use this. It only costs one slot, and you kind of get it early. I mean, it is in Tomb of the Giants, but still, this thing can pretty much heal like half of your HP during a fight, and it's pretty neat. So as far as what types of builds to do next, it seems like most of you wanted, oh my god, I'm gonna get ganked here. Really? Really? Are they really gonna try to gank me right now? Yeah, that just happened because you guys are fucking bitches and tried to gank me. But I was going to say about what kind of build to do next. It seems like everyone wants me to do a Paladin of Lightning, and I want to do one, but the fact of the matter is there's hardly any lightning in this game, like minus Sunlight Spear or Sunlight Blade, or, you know, one of the Lightning Spear miracles. So I don't know, like, I need to have some kind of weapon that gives me a little bit of lightning in order to really have a Paladin of Lightning feel in this game. So we'll see how I'm going to do with that. But yeah, what a terrible fight that was. So that is a wrap for the Pure Faith build, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this one. This is probably my favorite build at the moment in Dark Souls Remastered that I've created. It's just a lot of fun to use. I mean, you have everything with this build. Not only do you have good HP, your endurance is pretty well balanced. You have so many miracles that you can use, whether you're using Sunlight Blade or Replenishment or Great Magic Barrier as some utility miracles, but you even have 3 offensive miracles to go along with that. Obviously, Wrath of the Gods and Emit Force being the main ones for PvP, but even Great Lightning Spear, which you can add on for PvE, or even try to snipe people with this in some matches. You could even try to do that, but it's just a lot of fun, and I really like this build a lot. So I'll see you guys shortly, because I'm going to be working on a Pure Pyro build literally right after this one. So I hope you guys will enjoy that one as well, and I hope you enjoyed this one, and I will see you later.